Breaking news. Kevin Hart decided to decline the opportunity to host the Oscars the second time. Apparently after he had a conversation with Ellen that seemed like it would win him over, but he declined. So what do you guys feel about that?
I'm glad he stood by his word, didn't go back on his word. He said no the first time after they tried to play him, and he's standing by his word. So shout out to him. Shout out to all the people that work for Heartbeat and Hart, whatever else the name of his companies are that got Hart in it. But shout out to Kevin Hart, man. He keep grinding. I still ain't seen Night School, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm with Randy on this. I never saw Night School, but the good thing is that he didn't go back and forth with it. You know what I'm saying? Once you say no, just stick to it.
You dumb shit. I said the shit already. I ain't saying it again. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? Like, if I tell you I'm sorry, don't look at me to say it again, because you know what? It ain't happening, man. It ain't happening.
I think he shouldn't go back and forth with this. He said no already. It's a no, and that's it.
But if you think about it, all of this Me Too movement stuff is changing a lot of people's pockets. Everybody's digging up somebody's history, talking about, ooh, look what they did back then. Look what they did then. My thing is, if it wasn't a big deal back then, why should it be a big deal now?
It wasn't a big deal back then, but he apologized back then. And that was the whole thing. He said, I'm sorry. You know, that's not my stance on it. That's not what I believe, but I'm apologizing. And he apologized in the past. So he doesn't feel like he needs to be apologizing again for the same thing that he thought about back in the day. I think he should stick by his gun and, move forward.
Ain't it good to see a celebrity standing their ground? I mean, come on, man. How many times you gonna apologize for the same offense? Like, what he said may or may not have been wrong, depending on how you view the world. But he apologized already, and the reason that he wasn't gonna jump on the opportunity to do the Oscars because he apologized already. And you're not gonna keep on making the man apologize. So I'm glad he turned it down. You're not gonna go to jail for the same offense, are you? I'm not apologizing twice. That's it.
But at the same time, if you were able to apologize about it back in the day on your own, and now it's affecting your wallet, just a simple apology, why not? If you felt that you needed to apologize about it when it was brought up 5 years ago, how hard is it to just say, I apologized about it 5 years ago and I still stick by my apology? Move forward and host the Oscars. Call it a day.
Nah, man. I don't know. It ain't all about the money. I think if he decided to not host, then he got to stand on that. And if they offered him more money, or if he thought about it and said, damn, this is a good opportunity, you still shouldn't change your mind, because that just means that, people can keep waving a carrot in front of your head, and then, you'll go for it. Nah, don't dangle nothing in front of my face, B. Pause.
That's an attack to end me. That's not an attack to just stop the Oscars. This is what I want people to understand. That's an attack to end me. Now, I'm not going to get too emotional, but when you witness this, and you stand in front of it, and you heard that these things exist. I've heard about it. I've never experienced it. I've heard about it. This was my first time in the fire. I've seen it. Oh my God. This was to destroy me. This was to end all partnerships, all brand relationships, all investment opportunities, studio relationships, my production company and the people that work underneath me. This was to damage the lives that have been invested in me. It's bigger than just the Oscars. It's about the individuals that are out there now that are finding success in damage.